Please give your attention. Just tell me, screen is visible? Anyone? Screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Aditi has joined. Okay. We are doing all the exercise to understand how to execute the problems in assembly language, those having two passes, pass 1 and pass 2. That's why we are going to see everything related with that pass 1 and pass 2. Day before yesterday we have seen that what is pass 1 and pass 2 in short. Now we are trying to understand with this lecture. If you are able to see what is there on your screen, it is the diagram which is showing about design of two-pass assembler. Before to start this, I want to share the thing. There are two main system softwares. Number one, compiler, and number two, interpreter. Compiler having 6 phases total. How many phases? 6 phases. Means if compiler compiles any program, that program goes through that 6 phases. How many phases? 6 phases. And in interpreter there is a line by line checking. There is no intermediate code conversion of source code. In interpreter, it directly converts the code into machine code. मराठीत सांगतो, दोन सिस्टीम सॉफ्टवेअर, एक कंपायलर आणि दुसरा इंटरप्रिटर. बरोबर. आपण सर्व गोष्टी असेंबलरच्या बाबतीत बघत आहोत, पण तत्पूर्वी या दोन गोष्टी समजावून घ्या. कंपायलरच्या 6 फेज आहेत. किती फेज आहेत? 6 फेज. 1 लेक्सिकल एनालिसिस, 2 सिंटॅक्स एनालिसिस, 3 सिमेंटिक एनालिसिस, 4 इंटरमीडिएट कोड जनरेटर, 5 कोड ऑप्टिमायझर and 6 कोड जनरेटर. ह्या त्याच्या 6 फेज आहेत. याच्यामध्ये कोड जो सोर्स कोड असतो, सोर्स प्रोग्राम, इथे बघा सोर्स प्रोग्राम हा इंटरमीडिएट कोड मध्ये कन्वर्ट होतो आणि मग त्याच्यानंतर इंटरमीडिएट कोड मध्ये कन्वर्ट होऊन त्याच्यानंतर तो मशीन कोड मध्ये जातो. कंपायलर मध्ये या 6 फेज मधून आपला सोर्स कोड जातो. परंतु इंटरप्रिटर मध्ये सोर्स प्रोग्राम, इथे इंटरप्रिटर आणि डायरेक्ट मशीन कोड, म्हणजे त्याच्यामध्ये त्याच्या 6 फेज नाही आहेत. राईट. हां, कंपायलर आपण ते पण बघणार आहोत. कंपायलरचे 6 फेजेस. Why there is a need to understand that 6 phases? Then if you understand that 6 phases of compiler, then you can understand the use of pass 1 and pass 2 in assembler. Pass 1 and pass 2 in assembler, right? Let's see one by one. Here this is the simple diagram which is telling about how the two passes works in assembler. First of all, when we type the source program, we save it, that source program with .java, .c, .c++ or .py, anything, any language in which we have written that program, we save that. That program is called as source program, right, or assembly. Then that assembly program goes to pass 1, where pass 1 is nothing but one kind of phase. It is nothing but one kind of phase through which the source code is converted into number one, intermediate code. What is intermediate code? Intermediate code is the code before the machine code. It is a one type of machine code. Intermediate code is one type of machine code, but it is not full-fledged machine code. It is intermediate code, and that intermediate code is generated by pass 1. Pass 1 is the phase. Phase means it is the process. It is process which converts that source program into intermediate code. And number second, data structure, means intermediate code and data structures are the output of pass 1. Pass 1 म्हणजे काय मला सांगा. Pass 1 means what? कुणीही सांगा. मी सांगितले आता. Pass 1 या शब्दाला घाबरायचं नाही. Pass 1 means what? Pass 1 means, are you listening or not? Hello?
Yes, sir.
What is pass 1? Just tell me. It is phase, na? It is phase. Okay. It is process. And that pass 1 produces two results, data structure and intermediate code. What is intermediate code? It is one type of machine code, but it is not a full-fledged machine code. Intermediate code. And data structure means the code, source code is get converted into literal table, pool table, symbol table. Literal table, pool table, symbol table means what? That we have seen, okay, yes, day before yesterday, ki if we have code like this, A is equal to B plus C, then identifiers means A, B, C are get maintained in one table, then the operators like is equal to plus, it is maintained in another table. This type of arrangement of every entity in the code or any expression is maintained in the table. That is nothing but data structure. Examples: through pass 1 the source program code is get converted into literal table, pool table, symbol table, means whatever literal that source program having is maintained with the table. Whatever literals with the assignments is maintained in pool table. Whatever symbols that we have used in this source program is maintained in the symbol table, right? And it is required, as we know that this is the output of this pass 1, na? And pass 1 data structure is nothing but these tables, and these tables becomes then the input to the pass 2, right? This intermediate code also becomes the input to the pass 2, and then pass 2 performs some action. Means pass 2 is again nothing but it is one kind of process or it is one kind of phase which having the input data structure or intermediate code that is get converted into machine code or in 0 and 1's format machine language. Why there is a need of this pass 1 and pass 2 in source program, in assembly program, or why the compiler having so many phases? That is very much important to understand, because I have told to you interpreter there is no such kinds of phases. It directly converts the source code into machine code, but here there are phases, pass 1, pass 2, again compiler having 6 phases. Why there is a need of such phases in between source program to machine code? Why there is no directly conversion of source code into machine code? Why this is so? It is because of when we use some intermediate operations in the form of different phases or in the form of different paths, because of that the code optimization takes place. And it is required Why it is required? When we optimize the code, then it directly reduces the time for the execution. It directly proportional to the performance of the execution of the program. Then it is directly increase the performance of output. So that's why this optimization of code is get achieved with the help of these passes or phases. For example, if we have a material of gold in the form of square, and through that if we directly using mold directly makes the or directly creates the ring, number one, and number two, we have square shaped gold material, and if we use different 2-3 phases by using some small instruments, and after that by using die, if we produce the ring, which type of ring is very much fine? What you think? Absolutely number second, because that ring is created with the help of 2-3 different phases, and that different phases are nothing but the quality is applied, quality types instruments applied to create the ring from that square cube of gold material. The same thing over here also, when we apply the number of phases or number of different processes, in that the code, source code is get optimized, and this optimization directly benefits to reduced in size, reduced in storage, reduced in memory, then improvement in source code execution, improvement in performance. All the factors plays the role over there. So that's why it is important. Okay, then because in the next lecture we are going to see directly example of pass 1 and pass 2 in assembly language. Before that, please understand what is this. Assembly directives are important over there, so keep concentrate on that lecture also. Again I am going to upload one more lecture regarding this. Please see that lecture also. Then and then tomorrow you will understand the execution of that example, pass 1 and pass 2. Then next, what is the next? To understand all these things, there is a need to understand basic concepts of 6 phases of compiler. Compiler having 6 phases, that already I have told to you. Lexical analyzer, syntax analyzer, semantic analyzer, intermediate code generator, code optimizer, then code generator. These are the 6 different phases of compiler. Means what? Suppose here source code is there, here you please see here, that source code is get converted into machine code. Suppose here machine code here, from source code to machine code, source code have to travel, source code have to go through these 6 different phases, okay, then we get the machine code. Keep in mind, this is telling about compiler, I am telling about compiler, and here this is the diagram telling about assembler having 2 passes, or there may be the more than 2 passes also, but pass 1 and pass 2 are the basic, so there is a need to study pass 1 and pass 2 in assembler. Here we are seeing, we are looking phases of compiler. Again, compiler also has some phases, and because of that, whatever the code that we convert from source code to machine code, it's become very useful and effective. Okay, please recall these 6 phases. I am going to ask you. I am going to ask you lexical analyzer, syntax analyzer, semantic analyzer, intermediate code generator, code optimizer and code generator. Please see that. I am going to ask you. Okay. Just tell me, Pranoti, how many phases the compiler having?
6.
Tell me the names. Saurabh Gawane. Saurabh. Rutuja Sable.
Lexical, syntax, symmetric, intermediate.
Semantic, Okay. You can proceed ahead. Ritika. Okay, no matter. But at least you tried. That is good. Lexical analyzer, syntax analyzer, semantic analyzer, intermediate code generator, code optimizer and code generator. These are the 6 phases. Okay. Then there we are. Let's see one by one what exactly the role of each phase. Here you can see on your screen lexical analyzer. What is the role of lexical analyzer? Suppose we have source program of one line only. That line is nothing but x is equal to y plus 10. Y plus 10. If this is the line our source code having. How the lexical analyzer perform the work on that code? Because already I have told to you there are 6 phases and the program or source code have to go through that 6 phases. Let's see one by one. If we have this line of code x is equal to y plus 10, it is one kind of equation also. Then what is the role of lexical analyzer? First, lexical analyzer creates the tokens of that line. Lexical analyzer classify the code in the form of tokens. Please see this code having the tokens like this, x, right? X means lexical analyzer त्याचे tokens find out करतो ह्या expression मध्ये किंवा ह्या line मध्ये किती tokens आहेत आणि each and every alphabet is get checked by lexical analyzer. Each and every alphabet of source code is get checked by this lexical analyzer, and according to the role of that particular alphabet or entity or word or number or assignment operator, it is assigned a particular wording. बरोबर. आता इथे समजावून घेऊया. हे इक्वेशन आहे. इथे काय होईल, टोकन्स, त्याच्यामध्ये किती टोकन्स आहे बघा, याच्यामध्ये किती टोकन्स आहेत रे आता, x इज इक्वल टू देन y, राइट, देन प्लस देन 10. हाउ मेनी टोकन्स आर देयर इन दिस एग्जांपल? किती टोकन्स आहेत? प्लीज टेल मी हाउ मेनी टोकन्स आर देयर. सांगा रे कुणीतरी काय त्यात.
5.
हां बरोबर, 5 टोकन्स आहेत. बरोबर. आता विचार करा, तुमचा प्रोग्राम 300 लाईन्सचा असतो किंवा 1000 लाईन्स असतो, त्याच्यामध्ये किती टोकन्स असतील? खूप सारे टोकन्स असतील. बरोबर आहे ना. मग ईच अँड एव्हरी लाईन इज गेट टोकनाइज्ड. ईच अँड एव्हरी लाईन और ईच अँड एव्हरी सिंगल बीट इज गेट टोकनाइज्ड by lexical analyzer. Have you understand the role of lexical analyzer? Each and every bit is get tokenized or entity is get tokenized by lexical analyzer. Let's see over here. X is identifier and it is denoted as ID. Means wherever it finds the x, it is replaced by the word ID. It is ID, it is identifier. Then it will move towards this. What is this? This is equal to, it is assignment. It is assignment and it is denoted by operator. It is denoted by operator. Then y. What is y? It is identifier and identifier is denoted by ID. Then plus sign is there. Plus. What is plus? Again it is addition operator and it is denoted as operator. Then 10, plus 10. It is a number and it is denoted as integer. Means what? It is denoted like this. It is denoted like this. Int id operator integer. It is denoted like this. Every single string or every single bit is get tokenized in lexical analyzer. Second phase, that is syntax analyzer. Syntax analyzer parse the equation. It parses the equation. If this is the equation, then it parses that equation. What is parsing? Parsing is nothing but making arrangement in such a way. Making arrangement of equation in such a way. This is the parsing of the example, parsing of the equation. Over here, a plus b in bracket a plus b star c. This is the code. Then this code is get parsed like this. This kind of tree is maintained. This kind of tree is maintained. If we have string like this, if we have equation like this, if we have code like this, by using syntax analyzer, it checks the syntax, right? Suppose here, if equation is like this, a is equal to b plus c, and if we manage this equation through this parsing tree, then system can understand it is acceptable or not, it is in proper format or not. We know that always it is denoted like this, a is equal to b plus c, it is accepted. But if we write b plus c is equal to a, and if we parse this tree in such a way, right, then we know that we never put the equation like this, right, we never put the equation like this. And this kind of expression, when we put with the help of this parse tree, then system can understand, and then it reject such equation and produce the error. Which kind of error it will produce? Syntax error. Syntax error. Many times you have seen syntax error. Why the syntax error comes? Because we have put the equation in such a way in our coding, and when it goes to the compiler in second phase, that equation is get converted into parse tree, and that parse tree creates the results key, oh, this equation is wrong, it is not acceptable, and so it produces the error after compilation. Syntax analyzer, role of syntax means what? It checks the syntax, it checks the equation structure, it checks the equation structure. Number 3, semantic analyzer. Number 3, semantic analyzer. It checks the type of variable. It checks the types of variable. Means what again? Suppose we have equation like this. We have equation like this. X is equal to y plus 10, and the value of y is value of x is denoted by the type integer, int x over here, suppose int x, and value of y is denoted by float. Then float y plus 10, whatever the result comes, is stored into int x. Is it possible? No, it is not possible. Means here we have make the semantic error. If we have float value, addition of two float value, then whatever the output is comes into the variable, that variable should also have the type, variable type, data type should be float. If there is integer, if we have used like this, int a is equal to like this 3.5, then it is a semantic error, and this semantic error is produced by semantic analysis. Means the program is get checked, first one, second one, third one, right? Then number 4, intermediate code generation. Intermediate code generation. I have told to you with this is intermediate code generation, right? Then what is intermediate code generation? It is the code which is produced after the semantic phase or by past one phase. right? For example, here we have line of code in the form of equation x is equal to a plus b into c, right? How the intermediate code is generated of this equation? We use one variable t1, under that t1 b star c, the result of b star c we store. Then by using again one more variable t2, we store this a, and b star c means what? T1, a plus t1, right? A plus t1. A plus t1 is nothing but t2. Then x becomes, x is equal to t2. Means whole equation is get converted into x is equal to t2. What is that? It is nothing but intermediate code generation. It is nothing but intermediate code generation. It is one type of machine code, but it is not foolproof and accurate. So that's why called as intermediate code generation. And because of this, the pass 1, pass 2, or the compiler uses different phases. When we generate intermediate code, which is also one kind of final code, but it is not a final code, by doing some refinement on this code, after that we produce a very final code. Then next step, there are 6 number 4 we have seen. Then 6, code optimization. After intermediate code, there is one phase, code optimization. What is meaning of code optimization? Please understand. Means code is get optimized. Whatever code that we have written in our programming language, it get optimized. तो छोटा केला जातो, संक्षिप्त केला जातो, right? If we have code like this, a is equal to b star b plus c star c. Compiler, at the time of compilation, it optimizes this code. What is the way to optimize this code? Compiler never puts the value of b here, then b here, then c here, and then c here. No. First it checks whether it is possible to optimize this code, and then it optimizes it, and by optimization, then the compiler puts the values instead of variable and produce the results. What is the advantage of this code optimization? What do you think? What will be the advantage? काय असेल advantage? सांगा बरं. If anyone over there. Aditi Nimbalkar, if you are listening, please tell me. Code optimization advantage. Aditi Nimbalkar. Aditi Nimbalkar. Aditi Nimbalkar. Aditi Nimbalkar, are you listening? Or?
Yes, sir.
Tell me the advantage. If we optimize, आपण तो संक्षिप्त केला, छोटा केला, optimize केला code, तर काय फायदा होईल? We are just talking over here only one line, but when the 1 lakh lines or 10,000 lines get optimized, then what will be the benefit to the client also and developer also or company also? Sanga.
Sir, code maintenance becomes easier.
Code maintenance. Code maintenance means what? Okay, very good. Code maintenance becomes easier. The benefits of code optimization: number 1, the time required to execute the program get reduced. If the time required to execution get reduced, it means automatically the performance of the particular code get enhanced, right? Then if we optimize the code, then the size required to store the variables or the values also get reduced. If the size get reduced, then the electricity consumption also get reduced. Means number of advantages of code optimization. Over here, please understand, if this is the equation or this is the line of code we have, a is equal to b star b plus c star c, then how this code is get optimized? B star B is nothing but 2B. Am I correct? Yes, I am correct. Plus C star C, it is nothing but 2C, right? Have you seen from this line to this line, we have optimized the code, right? Then from this line to this line, again we get the optimized code, because 2 is common over here. By writing 2 common in bracket, we are writing B plus C, right? And if we replace B plus C with T, then this equation becomes like this: A is equal to 2T. Initially the equation like this: A is equal to B star B plus C star C. Then now the equation becomes A is equal to 2T, right? This equation get optimized in such a format: A is equal to 2T. Please understand what exactly it is, right? This is code optimization. And the last one, what is the last phase of compiler? What is the last phase of compiler? It is target code generation. And after this, the machine code is get generated. Machine code is get generated. Okay. If you have any doubt and all these things, my wish is that whatever I have told, or the lectures that I have uploaded, please see that. It is not mandatory ki please see only my lectures. Please see another lecture series also. Please refer the books also, right? Through which you can understand, because tomorrow we are going to see somewhat a large topic. That is the last topic, and which is also in part of unit number 2 also, pass 1 and pass 2. So please see all these things. I am going to upload this lecture also. Please see once again. We will meet tomorrow. Thank you.